Now the lightweight quadruple sculls for women. This event replacing the lightweight fours, but this completely new. Germany making a strong start out of lane number 3. They, together with the Canadians, the fastest of the qualifiers into this final. So if the clock and the form book of this week are correct, then they should be fighting it out for the medals.
Well, certainly Germany that just had the edge there off the start. The United States a bit slow on the pickup, just on the go. And Britain in 5th place in these first few strokes.
Canada also going very quickly. Canada in lane number 4, and it's Canada at the moment with Germany, and there's not really very much between those two crews. They're certainly leading the charge at the moment, and then after them in lane number 2, Sweden and Great Britain pretty well together, and then the two outside crews. So it really is echelon format.
Absolutely, and the faster crews, usually faster qualifying crews, in the middle of the course. That's the way that it's played at the moment, and it's Canada and Germany neck and neck coming into the first 500-meter mark. Sweden moving into 3rd place.
The Dutch, who haven't had a great regatta, been a real disappointment, and they may have some rethinking to do.
Yes, they've had a big dropout of athletes since the Olympics, and they're rebuilding very much this year. Germany always strong at junior level, under 23 level, and here at senior level. Germany leading the field.
Canada, though, right on terms. Sweden in 3rd place ahead of Holland, Great Britain and the United States.
Still closely packed, not a lot in it. There's only a length covering the field.
Well, I must say, Dan, if they thought that switching this from being a rowing to a sculling event would attract more entries, it hasn't really been successful. We had only 4 entries in 95, 6 last year, and 7 is hardly a gigantic improvement.
No, but it might, it's just the first year and it might pick up. There is more sculling worldwide than there is rowing, and hopefully at lightweight level, at women's lightweight level, this is going to give a good boost to women's lightweight rowing.
But I've got to ask you a serious question here. Is it really a world championship when you've only got 6 or 7 crews actually coming into the competition? Shouldn't it be a situation where you've got to have a minimum of 12 in a category to really make a real race and a real world championship?
Well, what they're trying to do is to spread the net as widely as possible. They want to give countries in South America and Africa, in Southeast Asia, a chance of actually competing in rowing at world level. That is the only way that the Olympics are going to respond well to the sport of rowing and not try to cut it back all the time. But here, going through the 1,000 meters, it's Canada just having the edge now on Germany. Canada in front, Germany just a quarter of a length back on Canada, but beginning to push on. Germany just turning the pressure up, turning the heat up, beginning to move on Canada. And just in the picture there, out of your picture there, Sweden in lane 2, trying to get back on terms.
Trying to get back on terms, but in fact it's Great Britain in 3rd place, and this is Nicole Faust, the German stroke, really digging deep in this head-to-head ding-dong battle with the Canadians. The Canadians on the far side, the Germans in the foreground. The Germans just beginning to assert. The angle doesn't really tell you that now, but you can just see them beginning to ease past the Canadians, and Germany now taking over in the 3rd quarter of the race. So Germany 1, Canada 2, Great Britain up into 3rd place. They've got past Sweden, and the last 2 crews, Holland and the United States.
There's the British bow, number 5 there, just creeping up on the Canadian 4. But it's close there for 4th and 3rd. Fight for bronze is very, very tight, with Holland coming up on lane 1 as well as they come up to the 1,500 meters.
So Germany looking a little more relaxed than they did a few moments ago now that they've got the advantage, and they going past Canada. Canada, who at the moment haven't responded. They're keeping a wary eye on the British, and the British have got to look over to their left to keep an eye on the Dutch. The Dutch coming from lane number 1, and there's not much to choose as we go into the final quarter between the Dutch on the near side in front of you now, and the Dutch who've yet to get a medal in this regatta.
Indeed, and this is very competitive now. The Dutch on a good line there against the British. British trying to hold them off. The quality here of the sculling pretty good as Germany hold on to that lead against Canada. Canada trying to get back again on terms, but these two quite clear now of Great Britain and Holland.
But what a race it looks to be for the bronze medal. Still Britain and Holland locked together as Germany gain a little bit more on Canada and look to be the more fluent of the two crews.
Yes, and there's the Dutch bow now creeping up. It's moved ahead of the British quad. The Dutch have moved into 3rd position. It's Germany still out in front. Canada trying to wind up the rate there, trying to get back on terms. But it's Germany in front, Canada in 2nd, and Holland moving up on Canada in 3rd place.
And Germany it is, the angle still quite deceptive. Germany in the yellow boat, the bottom of those two crews, and they have an advantage over Canada, although it may not look like that to you at the moment. The Dutch just disappearing to the left of your picture, but they are in the bronze medal position at the moment. But the Germans just a few meters from home now, and it looks as if they are to become the first ever women's lightweight quadruple sculls champion. They come to the line and they cross it to take the gold. Canada the silver. Holland get their first medal of the regatta ahead of Great Britain, with Sweden and the United States completing the final positions there. And perhaps this race will inspire 1 or 2 other countries to contest this particular category at the next World Championships at Cologne. Matt Smith, the Executive Director of FISA, presenting gold medals to Gunda Riemers, Christian Brand, Christine Morawitz and Nicole Faust.
Nicole Faust.